Okay, today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to modify this drop-down menu up here where you have all the buttons that you can click on. As you know, when you swipe down, you get to see the top 6 items in your quick settings. Now these top 6 are those actions that you might use maybe once or twice or multiple times during the day. And by sliding down again, you get to see all the actions that you have available to you, at least the first page. So let's take a look at finding out what's important to you. So looking at the page, there's a lot of different things here. One to control your networks, your Bluetooth, all these different things, airplane mode. So let's figure out what you do during the day and if that's what you want at the top of your list. Now to do that, I'm going to go look at the second page first because these are the things that they put on the second page and maybe not be important, but they may be important to you. For example, I don't use airplane mode because I don't travel on airplanes. When I go to the movies, I use the Do Not Disturb that you see in the first row up here. The other one that's important to me is the one that's in the top left that says that I'm connected to my computer because I'm broadcasting my phone to my computer. But it's not normally named your computer name. You'll see it as Smart View instead. So stop, take a look at the second page and figure out which ones are the ones that you're going to be using in your particular situation so you can move them over to the first. So going back to the first page, you're going to put your buttons that you decide are the most important in the top 6 positions here. So when you drop those in there, those are the ones that are going to show up at that quick drop down. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to these 3 dots in the top right hand corner, and you're going to click on them to bring up the configuration menu. And we're going to first go to the button grid, which changes how many are laid out. You see here it's normal 4x3. So we're going to change that. And if you watch in the back, it changes to 5 across, okay, by 3 high. We say done, it'll keep that setting. Conversely, we can change it if you don't like that dense and you have fat fingers like I do. You may want to change your grid to the lowest one, and you have 3x3. Now one thing to remember is that changes the layout there. It does not change the layout in the pull down. You still have 6 buttons at the top. It only changes the full screen layout of your buttons when you pull down twice. Now it may be important again if you have, again, fat fingers like I do. I'm going to go ahead and put it back to their normal 4x3, their default setting. Now this demo is being done on Android 9, that's Pie, and later on I have one for Android 6, Marshmallow. So let's take a look. First thing you might notice at the very top you might see some add-ons up here. And that's applications that have created buttons that you can use. For example, I use Microsoft To Do, so it has a To Do button at the top. And that's one I use quite often. So I'm going to drag it down from there. I'm just going to drop it anywhere here on the screen. So now that I've discerned which ones I want in both screens and everything, I'm actually going to go to the second screen first, like we talked about, and I'm going to go find the ones I want there. You simply press and hold to drag them. So let's try one. Now this is grayed out because I'm in editing mode, but I'm going to press and hold the Bob Win, which is the Smart View one that I'm actually broadcasting with. I'm going to press and hold it, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to move it off to the side so it goes over here to the first screen. And I'll just drop it anywhere for right now. So I'm not rearranging now. I'm going to go back again to that second page and see if there's any more buttons that need to be moved onto the first page. And if we look here, there's a couple of things here that I do not disturb. Now, Do Not Disturb, I use that instead of airplane mode. Airplane mode shuts down your services, which you have to use on a plane. But if you're going to the movies, all you need to do is have the Do Not Disturb so the phone doesn't make any noises while you're in the movies. So now I'm going to go back to the second screen and let's see what else I have here that I want to move. QR code. It comes in handy when you're at the store or whatever, your QR scanner that's built into your system. I'm going to go ahead and drop that on my front one. So now that I have all those on my front screen and more or less in the right order, I'm going to go back for a second here, double check. I don't see anything here that I want, but again, you should check these yourself. If you're an airplane person, move that airplane mode in if you travel all the time. So now we press on the Done button at the bottom to save our changes. And here's the layout while it's fully expanded. And let's take a look at it as we pull down for the top 6, and we'll see those up there. Now for me, the Wi-Fi is important, Bluetooth. Sometimes I want to disconnect from my car. Again, Do Not Disturb. different things are there available. So here's the same demo with Marshmallow, the earlier version of Android that I have on a J3. Pull down once and you see your first 5 settings up there. You pull down again and you see that. You may not have 2 pages if you don't have more than 1 button. So let's click on Edit at the top and we go to the Edit interface, which is, again, very similar. You just drag things around until they're the ones you want to have in the top 5 in this case. There's a Done link at the top. When you're done, you click on that. You're back here. You're no longer in edit mode, and you can start using your phone. So there you have it, how to arrange your buttons so that they are the top buttons in your drop-down when you pull down your notification screen. It makes it much more efficient and productive. Hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video. And if you want to get more, just subscribe to Old Guy Geek. You can also follow me at Facebook or Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video.